Good afternoon, Clockhouse. How are you? So the Friday update looks a bit different this week. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're making the most of the summer holiday or the last bit of it. At least the sun is finally out after lots of rain. So I'm here today to tell you our final arrangements for the reopening of the school. After this video, there will also be quite a long letter which gives you the information in writing and adds to the detail I'm going to tell you via the video. So I can tell you that all children are expected to return to school from year 1 to year 6, and nursery and reception children also. So year 1 to year 6, you'll be returning on the 7th of September, and nursery and reception children, you should have received a letter to let you know when your start date is. If you haven't, give us a call, send us a dojo, and we can go from there. There will be staggered start times and staggered finish times, and there will be different circulation routes. On the letter that comes out, that will give you the start times and finish times. Obviously, we know that it's not going to be ideal for everybody, but we have to start somewhere. And we also know that some of you have got multiple children, so we'll need to be in different places. We've tried to allow for that, and obviously we'll work with you to make that as easy as possible. We can't admit groups of children from different year groups at the same time through the same gate, because of making those restrictions. So we do ask that you do adhere to the timetable and don't arrive for that year group before the start time, because otherwise we're going to create a bottleneck and then we're going to add to the risk. We've done a comprehensive risk assessment which has been looked at by the local authority and improved by the governors last night. So we're hopeful that our process and our procedures will work well. And we'll be drawing on a lot of what we learn prior to the summer and using the things that work well to keep those going. I'm sure that some of you who returned will agree that those things did work well. So from year 4 upwards, you'll be entering and leaving the site from the back gate. So year 4, year 5, year 6, and we will be saying that parents will need to leave the children at the gate. They got very good at it before the holidays, so we're going to carry on with that. Nursery reception year 1, year 2 and year 3 will be entering from the front of the school, and later next week I'll be sending you a video to show you exactly where to come in and exactly where to leave from, so you don't need to worry about that. And those parents can come on site, but it'll be only one parent per family. We will be keeping to circulation routes, and we'll be keeping to the staggered break and lunch time, so the children will either eat first then play, or play first and then eat, and they will be working in their classes. We will be operating class grouping, so as much as possible the children will stay as classes. We'll be operating year group bubbles so that a few number of staff can move between those 3 classes, and there's some staff like myself, the senior leadership team, Mr Coton, Miss Booth, who will need to move across bubbles but will always keep at a social distance. I'm sure you understand, to keep the running of the school going. Social distancing will be in place, and we'll be asking parents when they drop off and pick up to keep moving and keep socially distanced to reduce the risk of the virus. We will be issuing you on the first day with a new added bit to our homeschool agreement, which just says that we ask that you agree that should anybody in your household develop coronavirus symptoms overnight, that you do not bring them to school and you alert the school straight away. That will stop us from having to ask you the questions every morning. And obviously, as a community, we need to rely on each other so that we will do the right thing. And if you're someone in your household does develop those symptoms, you'll need to contact the school straight away, and we will follow the correct procedure. We will only be reporting if somebody has tested positive to the people that need to be told, as in the children in the bubble or the families in the bubble, and then we will follow the processes that we need to as directed by public health. As you know, uniform, we will be returning in school uniform, and on PE days, which will be sent to you next week by your child's class teacher, we ask that children come to school in their PE kit. We do ask that all uniform is clean every day, so the children have their uniform that's clean and that it's labelled. If it's not labelled within the first few days, we will label it for you, so that because obviously we don't want the wrong uniform going home to the wrong house. Other things to be aware of, we will be minimising letters coming home electronically. So the only letters that will come home, we'll be minimising paper letters coming home. The only letters that will come home by paper is if we need a response from you. Otherwise, they will be sent home electronically via Dojo and so on. We ask that the children minimise the stuff they bring onto the site. The stuff as in I mean, so just their reading book that will come in on a Monday and will come home on a Monday and come in on a Thursday will then be quarantined, and you'll be able to use it online resources. This is all explained in the letter. We will be issuing each child with a resource pack from year 1 upwards, so they will have their own pencil, pen and all the equipment they need. They don't need to bring any of that onto site. The only thing they really need onto site is a coat, their water bottle and their lunch if they wish to bring lunch, if they're bringing lunch from home, and some moisturiser, because obviously we'll be following a strict hand washing procedure. As I've said before, the canteen will only be providing a cold lunch, and the midday who will be assigned to the class group will collect that and bring it to the classroom when they come into school. All the children's resources they bring home will stay with them, so their coat will be on their chair and their lunchbox will be with them and such, and they'll be responsible for that, and they'll stay in the same seat every day. We will be using track and trace if we need to. We have to agree. The government has said we have to interact with track and trace. And obviously, as I've said, if a child develops symptoms whilst they're in school, the temperature will be checked. They will be isolated immediately with a member of staff who will have to wear PPE, and then we'll be asking you to come to school straight away to pick them up. Next week, there'll be a video, as I said, probably responding to the questions you may have, as well as showing you what school looks like, which is as normal as possible. I'm very passionate about making it as normal for the children as possible, a bit about what learning is going to look like, and about how you drop them off and pick them up. So as soon as this video comes out, have a watch. Then a little bit later, I will send out the letter. Once you've read all that, hopefully it will reassure you. It's not going to be perfect. We're going to carry on learning together. We've got this far, and I hope you agree we've done a great job. Have a good day, Clockhouse. I hope that's helped. Come back to me if you've got any questions, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.